Well, folks, I think it's high time to do something I've been thinking about doing for a long time. Let's pull the John Deere 331G skid loader out of the shed and into the sunlight. Let's do a little review on it. Oh, gotta mute it. Put in my code. All right, now we start it. I've had the gold grill out a little bit today. Done a lot cleaning with it. Yesterday I did pretty much a full service on it that it needs. Got about 815 hours, or I think sure probably almost 817 now. I used a couple hours today. I'll show you the hour meter when we get it moved over here and shut off. Uh-oh, my sun's going away. That's some nice sunshine. So let's go over here and we'll talk about it once it's a little quieter. So that's an interesting feature. You can put a code into this if you guys didn't know, and I think that's the highest you can do. It'll go 60 minutes without locking, which around for the farm for the most part is enough for me. Sometimes if I'm hauling hay and my round trip is just over an hour or something, it gets a little annoying having to plug the code in every time, but so far I've never thought I needed to worry about it. Actually, let's turn the ignition back on, and we'll turn the fan off. That way we can get into the monitor here. So right there, my def is full right now. There you go, 817.6. Today is June 29th, 2025, and I purchased or received this machine in December, like 21st of 2017, I recall. And we'll just give you a little history on what we had here. I'm gonna shut this off and get out and walk around. So like I said, this is a 2017 John Deere 331G. Had like 292 hours when I bought it. It was coming off a lease. Fun fact about this is it did all the final grading for the new research plant in Topeka, Kansas. Thought that was an interesting little deal. It's not clean right now. It's in its working shoes, but it's as clean as it's been in a while. It's about to go do a bunch of manure moving, so I didn't see the point in power washing it right now. But she's got a fresh oil change. We checked the final drives. Doesn't technically need a hydraulic oil service yet. Maybe it's been long enough I should do that, but we'll probably wait till the 1,000-hour mark like suggested. And actually we'll just pop that open. So there's your recommended services in here. And I really like all this. Your fuel's right here. You don't have to open some big back door like the Bobcat. Your engine oil is easy to check. Add regular oil, hydraulic oil. Your hydraulic oil you can view from a sight glass right there. Sometimes it can be a little hard to see depending on the sunlight. Your air filter, I think I've tried to take the air filter out with the arms down, and I think it might be doable, but it's not very easy. It's a lot easier to have the arms up. You pull these sides off right here, and you can do it arms up or arms down. I really like that. Your AC condenser, this is your engine radiator. This side comes off just the same. That's the hydraulic cooler right there. That's all your DEF and SCR system DPF filter. The engine oil filter is right down in there. I don't know if you can even see it right now. Probably. The fuel filters are right there. You might be able to do that with the arms down, but it would be very difficult to do so. I gave her good greasing yesterday. Battery's behind here. Have put a new battery in it last winter, I believe. Finally needed that. Just wouldn't start one day. I pressed the button and went boom. Down here's your DEF. That's probably one of my bigger complaints about this machine, is the tank capacity is 1.9 gallons. Well, the first time I ever filled it, we had a 1 gallon jug. That worked out really well. But I don't really know if they even make 1 gallon jugs anymore. I haven't seen them yet, or haven't seen one in a while. So we buy 2.5s. So what I do is I wait till it tells me DEF is low, fill it as full as I can, and then I go pop it in the tractor or a pickup that needs DEF too. Works out okay, I guess, since we got more than one thing that takes DEF. If it didn't, that would be a real pain. Yeah, that's where I purchased it from, out of Topeka, Kansas. Not partial to them for any reason. They just happened to have what I was interested in. I could have gone with one of the ag dealers, but went with the construction equipment dealer. And yeah, I really love the machine. It's well balanced. I'm glad I got the tracks. Maybe I won't be when it's time to replace them. I'm not sure exactly what percentage these tracks are at, but they've still got several hundred hours left in them. I'm sure they're getting a little cracked and worn out, but I don't think there's anywhere close to replacing it. As far as the attachments I have for it, I don't have just a lot. I'd like to get more, but I've got the bucket, obviously, just an 84-inch regular smooth face bucket. I don't have a tooth bucket. I would like to get one of those. I bought a 72-inch diamond mower when I bought this. That's probably my favorite attachment. I don't get to run as much as I'd like. All right, I got everything pretty much done except this spot right here, so we're gonna dive into it and hope we don't fall off an edge. Pretty much if I stay in the middle, swing to the sides, that's pretty much how I'm gonna do this. I don't have like sand glass in it. Sometimes I wish I would. Maybe be a little more adventurous, I guess, with the mower, but so far I haven't had any issues. That can always change. I got a couple different hay spikes, kind of a basic grapple. My dad and uncle bought a post hole digger for it that'll work for it. I got a trailer mover and pallet forks. I got pallet forks, and other than that, that's pretty much it. But it does most of what we want. I think the top of my list would be a tooth bucket. I'd like to get a tree saw, tree shear, tree puller, something like that for it. Maybe a high capacity bucket, like a snow bucket, mulch bucket, that kind of stuff that would help move some of this lighter weight manure and stuff we go. Oh yeah, this machine is a high flow, and it's got the premium lighting. I really like that, the side lighting. It's got a heated seat, all that stuff. That was just the way they said to order them. So it's kind of a Cadillac model, but you know, is what it is, I think. Oh yeah, I'll show you where the boom lock is. You know, it took me a little bit to figure that out, but you got to raise the arms all the way up in the air, which I guess is good. There's no intermediate lock, but the little red lever back there, if you raise it all up in the air and you turn that lever, I didn't latch, oh well. But where's it at? This thing comes out right here, and that's the lock, and it pinches on. There's someplace. There's a little thing that pops out. Yeah, right, just right here is where it latches into. So, well, those are all the things I like about it. Let's go to things I don't like about it. Isn't a whole lot. I've had a few issues with it. John Deere came out with it's got new front idlers on it. That was some sort of product improvement thing on it. That was at like 400 or 500 hours. John Deere came out and did that. I had trouble with it overheating while I was using that mower. Well, I unhooked the backup alarm. That was one of the things I did, so it doesn't beep so much. I don't work on a construction site, so I didn't think it was super important. I can always hook it back up if I need to. Don't think that big deal. But this originally, it had a white plastic fan on it, and it had full fins, and it was really tough to get in here and blow out the radiator. It does have a reversing fan, but I never thought it did that great of a job. So it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. And I had just had trouble with it cooling. Well, this thing was just louder than the hills, screaming at you all the time. And the tech came out and said that my wires were backwards and it was running in a reversing fan the whole time, which in a retrospect that made sense. So I tried that for a while, and it still just wasn't working right. And, you know, and I wasn't even trying it on the hottest of days. You know, 85, 90 degree days, you'd think it could keep up. I wouldn't try and do it on some 100-degree days. It would just overheat almost, you know, just after 10 or 15 minutes of mowing. It seemed like you couldn't go very far, even if you was getting out and cleaning stuff off. Well, this was another product improvement thing they came out with, and they did something with the cooling package and put this other fan on it. And I haven't done as much of mowing since they put us on, but that seems to have really fixed it. Now, the engine used to hardly get above 160 degrees. It's got some sort of extra cooling package on it, I think, too. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I never saw like the full build sheet on this. Another hindsight thing. But I really like the way it works now. It seems to work well, so I'm hoping it continues to do that. And you know, other than some basic maintenance, I hadn't really had any issues with it until this winter. I had two things happen. So up here in the front, which there's one right here that I haven't changed, but right up here in the front, I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. There you go. There's another little ball thing right there. It's just it's like a $23 filter, a filter or a fuel tank breather, and that was collapsing or having issues with my lift pump and broke that off. And so I replaced that. Probably ought to replace that one. And there's a hydraulic tank breather up there too, so maybe I ought to replace that. But haven't done that yet. I guess maybe it'll wait till I have issues. But then I had a bunch of DEF issues. So I had it needed a DEF header, they said. And that turned out to be, they quoted me almost $2,500, and I think it got down to $1,800 or something like that to fix that at the dealer. So it did have to come with a year warranty, so we'll hopefully nothing happens and it lasts another 8 or 9 years, I guess, before I have any more issues. Or maybe we'll explore another option if that ever comes to it. But anyway, yeah, I really like this machine. About the only thing I think this machine doesn't have is I've seen some that have little flashing lights up top, which would be good in some situations. But actually, my little building, this thing is like 7 foot 2 inches tall, and it's a 7 foot tall opening in my little red building. But I have a kind of an incline into it, so it misses it just barely. So I guess I'm glad it's not any taller. But I find that the cab is very spacious. I like it. And one of the reasons I bought this John Deere was the fact that you can have the booms almost, I want to say almost 2 foot in the air and still get the door open. It's quite a ways. You know, you can have a bale of hay up in the air as long as you're spiked low enough to it. You can have a pallet up off the ground a little bit if you need to. And that's because the door swings out. If you had another brand of skid loader where the door rolled up, you know, then you could pop out and do something a little easier sometimes, and that would be nice. I think when I'm drilling post holes, it'd be nice to have that roll-up door because you can communicate with somebody else standing outside, helping to make sure if you're level or something like that a little easier. But well, this video is getting a little long, and I think I've covered everything I intended to. I hope you've enjoyed me talking a little bit about this 331G. It's been a great addition to the farm. It's paid for. I don't know if it's paid for itself and but monetarily for myself, but it's certainly paid for my mind of ease and getting tasks done. I'm the only one that really uses it, and it makes my life a lot easier and a lot more fun around the farm. And I hope it's around for many years to come. So check out the rest of the farm videos, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bonus clip here. Figured I'd show off my attachments real quick. So here's the post hole digger. It's a John Deere branded one. We got a 12-inch rock bit there. Vernig big spike with 2 little ones. I'm not sure what you call that. Here's my trailer mover attachment. Bought this and it was kind of half-assed. Realized that it was just welded right here, and right here at the top, and it bent all this out. It's painted primered gray. So this spring I finally got the muster to beef it up, and added this frame part here to it, braced it up a little better, and yeah, it's a lot beefier now. I need to take that out sometime. Usually don't leave the ball in, but I forgot to take it out last time. This is where my bucket that goes on the skid steer goes. Here's my Vernon 84-inch grapple. It's come in handy. It's moved several big trees for us. Here's my Diamond 72-inch mower. They've kind of changed the design on this a little bit. It has like 2 little bars, and I think they've done some other things to it. So this is kind of a older model now. Honestly, this is a very, very lightly used mower. You know, out of the 530 hours I've had the skid loader, gosh, I probably haven't mowed more than, haven't mowed more than 50 hours. Might only be more like 25 or 30, but enough to be dangerous, I guess. Bought this double tine spike. The spikes are down low, kind of like the pallet forks here, which is the last attachment that I have. I would prefer the spikes to have been here in the middle, and so at some point we might trade for that. I just don't really like using it as well as I thought I might compared to that one, and I usually have to remind myself of that. I moved a bunch of hay with that one. I remembered why I didn't like that one as much. But anyway, this was putting the skid loader away, and thought I'd give you a little bonus clip of attachments. So thanks again for watching, and thought maybe people might like this video because you know, so these 331G series is the past series now. I moved on to the P, so it might be getting a little more affordable for some, and they might be looking to upgrade from a little older machine to a little newer machine. So thought I'd try to help somebody out. See ya.